This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 1386, One Life Hack Every High-Achieving Entrepreneur Should Know by Michael Mehlberg of moderndavinci.net, and I'm Justin Malik. Happy Friday. Welcome back to Optimal Living Daily, or the OLD podcast. The premise is simple here. I get permission from authors to read you the best stuff I can find covering self-help, minimalism, and more. Today's article sounds like it's only for entrepreneurs, but it definitely applies to everyone and has some great questions at the end to consider. And before we get to it, investing can be hard and confusing, especially with ticker symbols and charts flying back and forth on business channels like it's the runway at LAX. But why should something so important to your family's future be left up to the talking heads on CNBC? Enter The Motley Fool. They give you straight talk without the fancy jargon and noise you're used to. Their flagship service, Stock Advisor, gives you 2 brand new stock recommendations every month with daily analysis and coverage coming directly to your inbox daily. So what are you waiting for? Go to www.fool.com/optimallivingdaily to learn more and claim an exclusive discount only for listeners. For now, let's get right to it and start optimizing your life. One Life Hack Every High-Achieving Entrepreneur Should Know by Michael Mehlberg of moderndavinci.net. It was 4 a.m. and the house had long since settled into its frame after a day of heavy traffic. Every creak had worked itself out. Every computer had gone into hibernation. Every child had sunken into their slumber. It was calm, peaceful, silent. My sleep, however, was interrupted by a deep, unsettling feeling that something was wrong. I gasped for air, sucking in oxygen quickly as if my head was forcefully plunged into a bucket of cold water. My eyes shot wide open, searching for the source of trouble, unable to find it in the black of night. Somewhere subconsciously, I realized that I was late. 30 minutes late to be exact. 30 minutes late waking up to catch a flight home before the weekend, a flight I desperately did not want to miss. You've been there before, right? Whether for work, school, a flight, you felt that sudden rush of adrenaline from realizing you were far behind schedule. It's a terrible feeling, but strangely freeing at the same time. Had you woken up on time, you might have dilly-dallied around the house, slowly sipping your coffee while surfing the internet for useless news. You might have taken a 30-minute shower. You might have even made time to catch some morning television. But not now. When you're late, you fire out of bed like a Tomahawk missile, tackling your morning routine with a rare clarity and focus. Why? It's not just because you're short on time, it's because you are in a situation where nothing else matters. You can only be laser-focused, single-minded, and driven to your one and only goal. Get to your work or school or flight on time. Your situation gives you purpose. And purpose is the greatest, most fundamental life hack everyone should know. Why purpose is important. I love life hacks, every single one of them. Meditation, rising early, planning my day, etc. They all provide the tweaks my routine needs to be more productive, get more done, stay balanced, and find happiness. But without purpose, almost none of these life hacks work. Don't believe me? Consider these examples. Meditation is great. It clears your mind. It resets you and recharges you. It's the medicine for momentary distraction. But without purpose, guess what happens? It doesn't take long before the next great idea clutters your mind, distracting you, draining your decision-making power. Waking early? Another great life hack. It gives you more thoughtful working hours in the day. In the quiet solitude of pre-dawn, one can achieve great things before the world rises. But without purpose, getting up early only gives you more quiet hours, not more productive hours. Without purpose, you may find yourself answering emails, surfing the internet, and otherwise working on distractions, assuming you can will yourself out of bed early to begin with. Keeping your phone out of sight? An excellent life hack for some. It's easy too, when you have a purpose and recognize how the phone distracts you. Without purpose though, you can't really be sure your phone is in fact a distraction, can you? Without purpose, what will you work on when your phone isn't distracting you? How about planning your day in detail? A great idea and one I do every day. But if you don't know your purpose, what exactly are you planning? Etc., blah, blah, and so on. Here's the deal. Purpose gives you motivation, making it easier to wake up early, easier to put down your phone, easier to put your meditation to work. Purpose helps you focus, making it simpler to filter out the noise and clear how your decisions will or won't help. Purpose helps you prioritize, making it simple to know which tasks will have the greatest impact. Purpose allows you to know if the people around you help or hurt. Not everyone is a good influence. Not everyone can be the friend you need right now to realize your purpose and achieve your goals. Purpose lets you set a vision for your life. What do you want it to be? How do you want to live? With purpose, you can finally concentrate on setting and achieving meaningful goals. In short, purpose is the critical driver to every facet of your life, and finding it is, therefore, the ultimate life hack. Though, to be fair, it's not really as much of a hack as it is a process. How to find your purpose. Spoiler alert, according to The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the answer to the meaning of life, the universe, and everything is 42. Since that didn't make any sense, the creators of our universe constructed a planet full of people, Earth, to search for the question. Though this book is science fiction comedy, it has a ring of truth to it. Our purpose seems to be to find our purpose? Ugh. So how do we find it? What questions can we ask ourselves to understand our purpose, create a vision for our life, set our goals, and forevermore be focused, motivated, and clear? Since the question is well beyond the scope of this post, I've pulled a list of over 7 questions and an exercise you can do to find it that's linked in this post. For now, here's one exercise to help me discover my purpose, which in turn helped me set goals for the foreseeable future and prioritize each and every day. The 100 Years Exercise. 100 years ago or so, your grandparents were born. Like it or not, they created and passed on a set of values to your parents and then on to you. Number 1, what values did your grandparents instill in you? Number 2, how did they build a legacy that you are now following? Once you've answered those questions, look to the now. Number 1, on a scale of 1 to 10, how alive do you feel? Where 0 represents a zombie-like state and 10 represents completely full of joy and life. Number 2, why did you choose that number? Number 3, why didn't you pick a lower number? Number 4, what would you have to do differently to select a bigger number? In other words, what would you have to do to feel more alive? Now zoom 100 years in the future. You've got grandchildren. Number 1, what values have you instilled in them? Number 2, what legacy have you left in their minds? Number 3, what things did you accomplish that they will remember about you? Now you've got answers in front of you for 9 questions, all related to where you've come from, where you are, and where you want to go. If it's not sticking out like a sore thumb, look deep into your answers for your purpose. It may be in there, hiding somewhere, staring you in the face. You just listened to the post titled, One Life Hack Every High-Achieving Entrepreneur Should Know by Michael Mehlberg of moderndavinci.net. I'm saving those questions for later. Those are great ones. And now, ever wondered how to invest or struggle to understand how to make your money work for you? You'll probably want to hear about the Motley Fool then. The Motley Fool was founded 25 years ago in a garage by brothers Tom and David Gardner. And in those 25 years, Motley Fool members got access to recommendations like AOL in 1994, before You've Got Mail was a movie, Amazon in 1997, before Prime Day was a thing, Netflix in 2004, before you were binging Stranger Things, and Marvel, now Walt Disney, in 2004, when Tobey Maguire was still Spider-Man. Every month, Tom and David each pick a stock and provide a deep dive and analysis exclusively for members of their Stock Advisor service. Members get exclusive access to the Stock Advisor website with daily updates that cut through the noise of the financial market. So what are you waiting for? Go to www.fool.com/optimallivingdaily to learn more and claim an exclusive discount only for listeners. That should do it for today. Have a great rest of your Friday if you're listening in real time, and I'll see you over the weekend where your optimal life awaits.